Hello YouTube, my name is Rob, and this is my rampaging Netflix review. So the movie I'll be reviewing this week is called Small Apartments. This movie was kind of a random pick. I mean, granted, most of mine are random picks, but the cover kind of drew me in simply because it was multiple faces laid out, and I thought I recognized one of them, but I wasn't entirely sure. The face I thought I recognized, I was completely right about, and that was Johnny Knoxville. I love Johnny Knoxville. I don't care what anyone out there says. Yeah, he may do some B movies, but those B movies are only awesome because he's fucking in them. On top of that, there were a bunch of other actors in this movie that completely surprised me. Billy Crystal, for example, he is one of the main characters. The reason that surprises me is this is a extremely independent film. Fantastic movie, but very, very independent for such large names. On top of that, there's another name in the movie not a lot of people might know, Matt Lucas. Matt Lucas is a British actor. In this movie, he does an American accent, which, as I may have mentioned before, British actors doing American accents, it really throws me off. But he did an awesome job. He's in two shows that I'm a very big fan of. They are no longer on the air of the BBC. One was Little Britain, which is fantastic. It's on Netflix. If you get an opportunity, go and watch every episode. It's hysterical. The other one is Come Fly With Us. The other two actors that are in this movie are Dolph Lundgren, who completely surprised me. I can't remember the last movie I saw him in. Generally, he does action films, pretty shitty ones at that. But he doesn't do any sort of action in this film. It's actually hysterical. His role is great. The other one is every girl's heartthrob, James Marsden. He definitely takes on a completely different role than I have ever seen him in any film, and he nails it. It's fantastic. They casted everyone perfectly in this film. I have a lot of positive things to say about this movie. When you hear my rating, it'll kind of shock you, but there are good reasons why I rated it what I rated it. So the description of this movie on Netflix actually isn't quite on spot as to what the movie actually is. So it kind of threw me off, but I was actually pleasantly surprised by what came of the movie instead. The description of the movie is exactly word for word. Franklin has a dead landlord, and an investigator questioning him, but none of these faze him, as he waits for a letter that will set him free. Motherfucker's not waiting for shit in this entire movie, for starters. The phrasing is off. I know I'm bitching more about Netflix than the movie itself right now, but this is just poor phrasing. It says there's a landlord and an investigator questioning him. That's not fucking true. Netflix, get your shit together. Aside from Netflix being completely fucking stupid and phrasing their shit, this movie is awesome. The way it was shot draws your interest in because it starts off kind of odd, very fake, if you will. When you watch it, or if you watch it, you'll understand exactly what I mean. The story itself is constantly changing. The main character, Franklin, played by Matt Lucas, is definitely the main character. As you meet all these different characters, it's through passing, it's through Franklin. But after you've met each character, they cut back and forward between everybody. So you get to know and learn a little bit more about each character and the bullshit that is happening in their life. The writer definitely did an amazing job in making you believe one thing was set. But it never is. Things are constantly changing. You're introduced to one character and you think one thing about them, and then the next minute, they're a completely different person. Now, my one huge complaint about this movie, the one complaint that actually managed to get it a very low rating, was it's an independent film. Understandable. The story's amazing. It's fantastic. the director tried way too hard to make it an art film. It wasn't necessary. It wasn't necessary at all. There are moments throughout the movie where you are just pulled into the story. You're pulled into each character. And then out of fucking nowhere, the weirdest shit happens. You see the weirdest things. It becomes a completely different beast. And it ruined it for me. Honestly, it really ruined it for me. Would I watch it again? Absolutely. It was that good. The story was amazing. But it's those small bits throughout the movie that completely fucked it up for me. So, what it comes down to, the rating it got, I would have loved to give it 5 stars, and it would have been one of my first 5 stars. But I had to give it 3. I mean, honestly, Jesus Christ, it was those small things. Like I said, it really, it destroyed it for me. I do stand by it. I mean, I sound like I'm contradicting myself. I understand that. But watch it and make your own judgment. Just keep in mind everything that I've said here. When you watch it, you'll notice. If you watched it already and you didn't notice it, watching my review, I sure as shit hope it makes you realize what you just saw. I know this has been one of my more vague reviews, but I really can't say much more about the movie other than watch it. Let me know what you feel about it. Leave comments below. Let me know if you agree with me. Let me know if you disagree. Let's start a conversation. Don't forget to subscribe and like my video. Please like my video. The more likes I get, the more videos I will do. Also, please spread the word. I'd love to have more people. I'd love to have more people who actually start conversations with me via my YouTube. That goes out to all my friends out there messaging me on Facebook or trying to talk to me face to face. Let's start conversations here. Also, if there are any movies that you think I should review or you would like to hear me review, also leave that in the comments below. I will do them. 100% I will do them. And I will see you next week with a new movie and more rage.